Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, June 5th, 2020. Welcome to another eBay video. Today we're going to be discussing returns when customers try and take the return off eBay, more about cancellations, offers to watches. If I have time, I'm going to do a little cutaway to a Uline video, and we're going to talk about the case of the disappearing video. So let's get started right now, and we're going to start off with your comments, questions, and concerns from last week's video. On dormant returns, Rubber Wilbur wrote, "Yep, I had to call eBay yesterday and close out 2 dormant returns that were 2 months old. Remember guys, PayPal holds on to your money until this is released from eBay's returns." Also on dormant returns, the Grateful Hippie wrote, "Joe, I've had a return open for over 40 business days. The buyer still hasn't sent the item back. Yesterday I had a notification when I woke up that the item should have arrived by now, that I had till June 3rd to issue a refund. I checked the tracking and it hasn't even been shipped. I called eBay and the rep told me the case would have been eligible for escalation next week, but she would not give me a date when asked when the return should close. I don't think they, the representatives, even know what is going on anymore." And that's sad. You know, not only do I have so many dormant returns where eBay is letting buyers wait over 35 business days, but what really bums me out is that when a buyer finally does send the item back, I will get a notification on my iPhone right here within hours that I should give a refund to the buyer. eBay does not want me to keep the buyer waiting, even if the buyer has kept us waiting for over 35 working days. Isn't that something? A question on something I stated in a recent video. IR333 wrote, "Joe, please clarify. You said eBay released $70 to the buyer and restored $30 to your account. Who absorbed the cost of the $30? Did eBay pay the $30 or did eBay go after the buyer for the $30? I'm not sure where you got the figure of $30. It was $70 in total, $40 for the item and $30 shipping. eBay had mistakenly seized all $70 from me because the buyer was fitchy in nature and lied. When I was able to show that they uploaded false information, eBay gave me back all $70. They gave me a refund, but I'm not sure if eBay themselves paid out of their pocket or if they then went after the buyer and got the $70 from him. My gut feeling tells me eBay gave it to me out of their pocket, but that's purely conjecture on my part." More on returns from Anna Marie Bonifant. "All of my listings say no returns. I was told by eBay customer service that eBay allows 30-day returns and that eBay's return policy supersedes all eBay sellers' policies. You are correct, Anna Marie. Even if you have no returns on your items, you're really pissing in the wind. Buyers can always claim the item is not as described and eBay will force you to take the return. However, if the buyer claims buyer remorse and says they bought the wrong size or just didn't like it or found a better price, then I honestly do not think you will have to take a return. But that's only in the case of a buyer who is not claiming item not as described, and we all know that the fitchy buyers go right for that item not as described button." A comment from Dennis Copper, channel comment. "I love when Joe says at timestamp 19 minutes 48 seconds and 19 minutes 58 seconds, go ahead and call. It reminds me of a Clint Eastwood movie where he says, go ahead, make my day." Joe is a fighter. The kind of a guy you would want covering your back. When they're on your team, you're going to win. When you're up against them, you're going to lose every time. As McDonald says, I'm loving it. Dennis Copper, you're right on the money, my dude. And as evidence, all I have to do is step away like this, take my finger, and point. You see Rob and the Blob. Enough levity. Let's continue with the comments. Tessa wrote with the channel comment. Thank you, Joe. Love you. There are so few vloggers who actually aren't afraid of nothing, the good as well as the bad when it comes to eBay. Tessa, you're right. I will always give you guys straight talk. Even though I do cheer for eBay, and I do promote eBay, and I make a lot of money on eBay, I will always come out and say when there's a policy that I don't think is fair to us sellers. I don't think anybody will disagree with that. Another channel comment from Dennis Copper. What these nut job bad buyers don't know is that guys like Joe from New York and New Jersey area are always tough from childhood. The worst thing you could ever do is threaten or make demands. It'll make guys like Joe not give you anything. He will do the exact opposite of what they want. The way to approach is with sweetness and candy. He will then give you whatever you want and more. You do it with meanness and spite, forget about it. And I think Joe is way too nice. Thank you for the positive comments, Dennis Copper. And once again, of course, I'm in agreement with you. On managed payments, RMCP wrote, I learned when the managed payments is completely switched over, eBay will keep the transaction fees as PayPal is doing when a cancellation takes place. I assume eBay will continue to show buyers other items after a purchase, which will result in cancellations. In the past, when eBay caused a cancellation, they didn't profit from the transaction on the canceled order. Now they will. This is a moral hazard. The more cancellations we get, the more eBay can pad their bottom line. eBay makes more as we lose. That is a very good point, and I've heard that myself about when managed payments takes over, and it's something we all need to worry about. Let's talk about cancellations really quick. I've talked about this, and they are an epidemic. And I have told you guys, I told you weeks ago, maybe months ago, that I'm done with cancellations. It's going. I'm shipping everything now. No matter when the cancellation comes in, I'm shipping. I'm adopting the policy of you guys. Last Saturday morning, I got up to see if I had any eBay sales. I had one eBay sale and one eBay cancellation. A person purchased a set of hubs for $130 plus $30 shipping for a total of $160. Upon checking, I noticed that the person signed up to eBay that very moment specifically to buy my item, and naturally they had zero feedback. How can somebody who's never been on eBay before sign up to eBay specifically to buy my item, pay right away, and then immediately want to cancel? I decided not to keep them waiting. I refused the cancellation at once, and I shipped the item out that very day, Saturday. It went out to Washington State. I've heard nothing back as of this point. During the early days, I was a little bit soft, and I'll admit that to you. I was accepting cancellations. But when PayPal changed their policy and started keeping our money, and eBay is now supposed to start doing that, I'm not taking any more cancellations, whether it's $10, whether it's $100. Too bad. Too bad. You may remember a few weeks ago, I bulk edited all my listings on camera to show you I was adding text that states I will not accept cancellations under any conditions. And so far, I'm still getting them, but I'm getting less. But I am not accepting cancellations. I'm sending the items out. If they want to send it back on their dime from Washington State and pay another $30 shipping, be my guest. I accept returns for 30 days, no questions asked. Before we get started with the current eBay news, you may notice that the video that I put up on Sunday afternoon celebrating my 13 years on YouTube has been taken down. That is because my stalker, the Blob, filed a fake privacy complaint about it and got the video taken down. It's not as bad as it sounds. I did not get any strike on my channel. I was given immunity. I have immunity. And to prove it, I will re-upload that same video this weekend. I'm going to make a few changes to it because I could not re-upload it the way it is because the bots would pick that right off and not let me upload it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a new approximately 3 or 4 minute prequel to the video. Then I will add the original video, but I will edit out about a minute, 1 minute of some stuff that I was saying that I think maybe they could construe as a privacy violation, even though it wasn't. It had to do with DTS. I'll probably edit that part out, but I'm going to leave the part in about where he threatens me with the gun, saying everywhere he goes he carries a gun with him because of me. That's frightening, and the public needs to know it. And 705 people viewed that video I put up last Sunday, so I'm hoping that this weekend it'll be even more. I will put a link in the description box below. Also, link to my second channel in the description box below, because a lot of you guys have not yet subscribed to my second channel, which is my backup channel, where I put this kind of thing usually. The more controversial topics will go on my backup channel. I didn't put this video originally on my backup because I wanted to get more viewers, and I knew that if I put it on this channel I would get more viewers, and I succeeded. Now that I got 705, I'm comfortable with putting it on my backup channel, so the link will be in the description box. Check it out over the weekend. I will repost it. Interesting return story. I've always told you guys who take returns, never, ever engage in a return off eBay. I had something interesting happen the other day. A buyer contacted me off eBay who purchased a Honda hub from me, and he said to me that the hub was defective and that it was just like the original one he had, which would not stay on his wheel. Now, Honda hubcaps are different from every other car maker there is. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put this video on pause right now. I'm going to show you one because you got to understand this. This is good. Okay, guys. What I have in my hand is a Kia hubcap. It's not a Honda, but it's very close to a Honda, and I want you to see the way this is designed because this is integral to my story. Most hubcaps are designed, you get your rubber hammer, you bang them on, and you're fine. But Honda and Kia quality is so cheap. It is so poor. Another question from buyer. Boy, I don't think any of you guys get as many questions from buyers as I do per day. It's just phenomenal. But anyway, Honda and Kia quality is so cheap and poor. Look how thin they are, okay? There are no clips to hold them on. They have to be held on by the lug bolts of the car. So technically, if you own one of these cars and you want to put this hubcap on or take it off, you have to jack it up, take the lugs off to remove the hubcap. To put the hubcap back on, you'd have to jack the car up, put the hub on first, and then put the lugs over it to keep it on. So the guy writes to me and he says that the hubcap I sold him will not stay on the wheel. It keeps falling off like his original one. Now, knowing the way these hubcaps are made, they can't fall off because they're bolted on. So I said to him, listen, two things. Number one, I said, you have no business contacting me off eBay. You didn't contact me off eBay to buy this item. I said to him, we have to keep all communication on the eBay platform, and I will not deviate from that whatsoever. I said, but let me tell you something. You do realize this is a bolt-on hubcap and you have to bolt it on. And he says to me, oh no, it's not a bolt-on hubcap. I have these on my car and I've never bolted them on. I took it to the gas station. The attendant he laid it on the wheel, all right, he just placed it on. And of course it wouldn't stay on. The guy never bolted it. I said, you have to bolt them. So the guy says to me, listen to me. It's my car and I'm telling you these aren't bolt-on hubcaps. I said, no, you listen to me. Here's what happened. You mark my words. I said, this is what happened. I said, your original hubcap is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. The mechanic gave you wrong information and told you your original hubcap is faulty. That's why it won't stay on. It has to be bolted on. I said, you go back tomorrow to the original mechanic or any mechanic you want and tell him it has to be bolted on and you'll see I'm right. So apparently he did that and he writes back to me the next day, will you accept the return? He didn't tell me I was right. He didn't apologize. All I got was, will you accept the return? I said, I will accept the return, but it's going to be done through eBay. Once again, and I said this through eBay messages, do not contact me off eBay. I'll happily accept the return, but you got to do it through eBay. Next day goes by, he contacts me again through eBay and says, I've sent the hubcap back, you'll have it tomorrow. I said, how'd you send it back when you haven't even A, opened a return request, or B, uploaded tracking? I specifically told you it's got to be done through eBay. He took it to the post office himself and paid counter price is what he did. So I finally got him to open a return request saying wrong size doesn't fit or change mine. I had to have him do that because I want my fees back when I get the return. And the return did come today, of course with no tracking. So I went ahead and I gave the guy his money back for the item, for the cap, but not for the shipping either way. He lost money on this. My point is, this could have turned out very badly because he contacted me off eBay. He made a serious mistake because he took the mechanic's word, who doesn't obviously know how to install a Honda hubcap, but Joey does. Good old cute Joey knows how to install a Honda hubcap. My sales have been very, very good again this week. So good that if you remember, only about a month and a half ago, I did a little Uline video for you guys. Well, I got another delivery. So let's take a quick look at that and then we'll come back and talk more. So, do you have anything you want to say to the viewers of the Crazy New York Driver Show?
Oh, you do this to me all the time, Joe.
Well, you want to be the most popular Uline driver there is.
Stay healthy. Need any hubcaps, call Joe.
There you go. I'm a top-rated eBay seller.
All right, really? Awesome.
Yeah. Yep. 100% feedback. I've been doing it for 21 years, Carlos.
Yes, I know.
21 years.
I've been coming to you for years, Joe.
Yes, you have. Okay.
Got her off, see?
Now, you may need my assistance if we don't clear that, and I don't think we're going to.
I don't feel either. We'll go to plan B then, Joe.
Yep. You're going to be like an overhyped truck on the Harlem River Drive.
Yeah,
Now let me come over here. See ya. All right, guys, before we do anything else, it's time for a drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. This is the Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Very, very good. Very good. You may notice it's kind of cloudy out. Not totally cloudy, but kind of. But it's not raining, so that's a good thing. I'm going to back up like this. Like this. I had another unusual return the other day, and this story couples with sending offers to watches and a problem that I've noticed. It's a pattern, actually, and I want to share it with you guys now, but I somehow don't think any of you will identify with this except for the few of you guys who sell in eBay Motors. All right? I would like to actually get my magic marker out and start writing on the whiteboard and showing you these figures, but I can't because I'm devoting the whiteboard from now on to Rob and the Blob. That's way more important than the figures, so I'll do it orally. Let's just say over a period of time, I send out 200 offers to watches. Now, I do very poorly. I've always done very poorly with people in eBay Motors accepting offers. So out of those 200 offers, I have noticed it will go down like this. One person will outright accept the offer. All right? 3 people will send me counter offers. Now, of the one person who did accept the offer, they will not pay. I will see no money from them, and they almost always have 0 feedback. This is happening to me right now as I'm making this video. I sent out offers last week. A guy with 0 feedback in Saudi freaking Arabia accepted my best offer, my offer to watches. I don't think the eBay global shipping program even ships to Saudi Arabia. Now, I might be wrong, but I don't think they do. As soon as I saw a feedback of 0 and Saudi Arabia, I knew I was screwed. This guy's never going to pay. Earlier today, I sent him out an unpaid item case. You know what's going to happen? Nothing. I'm not going to see any money, and no sanctions will be placed on this deadbeat from Saudi Arabia. Do any of you guys understand how a person from Saudi Arabia could even be buying my item? I mean, I ship through the global shipping program, but I'm almost certain it doesn't go to Saudi Arabia. If any of you guys know more about that, please let me know. But anyway, all right, that's the one guy who accepted the offer. Now we have 3 guys who sent counter offers. For the sake of this video, let's assume I accept all 3 counter offers. All right? I ship the items out right away. Bang. Out of those 3, 2 will be returned. I swear to God, I swear it. All right? 2 of the 3, these people have been watching my item for either weeks or months. At no point attempted to get off their cushy seat, go downstairs and check their wheel size on their car. Go ahead, they offer me an amount of money less than what I want, I accept the offer, and they return the item anyway. So that means out of the 200 offers to watches, I've only had 1 that was so successful. The other 3 were failures. But the one that sent the item back today was really weird. It was $65 plus shipping. I think the shipping was about $30. So he lost some good coin on this. And he selected wrong size doesn't fit, which is fine. But guess what? Come here. Come here. Shh. Come here. He never even opened the box. Never even opened. It was still sealed from the way I sent it to him. He put his fresh label on top of mine and sent it right back to me. Can anybody theorize what happened with that guy? That is crazy. So guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer today. We've covered a lot of ground, and I'd like to hear your comments, questions, and concerns on any of the matters that I posed to you in this video, or any other eBay questions, comments, and concerns you have. Guys, remember this. I'm Crazy New York Driver, and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night, I come out here and I make these videos to try and help you stay successful on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, tell me in the comments what you want me to hit up, and I'll be glad to do it next week if possible. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask, and I never ever will. I will never distort my voice on a video because I feel that's dishonest, unscrupulous, and quite fitchy in nature. So yeah, guys, heck, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. With that being said, I want you all to go out there and make a ton of money on eBay. Rock on and peace! And yeah, as far as my weekend schedule, link to my second channel is there. I will be re-uploading my 13-year anniversary video this weekend, 100% for sure. I give you my word, it's going up. And maybe on Sunday I might be able to go out and do a location video. I'm not sure where I'm going to go. I had planned to do one last Sunday, but I got up late and I decided I'd do my 13-year anniversary video. So anyway, thanks guys. Tell me also, what do you think of the new backdrop with Rob and the Blob? I think it gives the show, I like it. I mean, who could not like that? Guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Here come those 3 words that I'm going to say every video to the day you shovel dirt on me. Don't be fitchy! Yeah, yeah!